What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We have arrived to the last song, well, not the last song on the album, but my last reaction to this album, because this is the last song on this album that I have not done a reaction to. So we go be at two full, complete reactions to a full Metallica album. Awesome stuff, okay? Now, before I get straight into this, I do want to say that my favorite song on this album will probably be One. And I know that sounds super cliche, but the reason why I say that is because the song One is what got me into Metallica, okay? Now, if you guys do go and watch that reaction, understand that this was my first time doing a reaction to a metal song, and I didn't realize at the time that how much I was pausing. But you got to understand, listening to One, right? I can't, you can't get all that. I had to release my rage, y'all. Okay. And I'm not even going to apologize but for it, because I had a blast listening to that song. But anyways, let's go ahead and end this off with the Eye of the Beholder. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. Oh, little bounce to it. Okay. It's like a marching cadence. Okay. Oh, you know what? One of my favorite things that I'm beginning to love, especially when I'm listening to a Metallica song for the first time, is just how they gonna put in their intros, right? Because how they do the intro is gonna set the entire mood of the song, right? And sometimes it don't set the entire mood. Sometimes they like to get us with the old Penn and Teller and kind of hit us with the sleight of hand and change it to something completely different midway throughout the song. Now, I love the kind of marching kind of cadence that they have, right? It's automatically gonna get you going. And then they had kind of little breaks in there as well, but that marching cadence, I mean, head banging immediately, bro. As soon as you press play, immediate head banging, and it only intensifies once that volume starts coming up. Then you like, oh, we head banging. Okay, all right. And I love that little pause that they did right there too. Retention.
Do you see what I see? Truth is an offense. In silence for your confidence. Do you hear what I hear? Doors are slamming shut. Limit your imagination. Keep you where they must. Do you feel what I feel? Bittering distress. Who decides to express? Do you take what I take? Endurance is the word. Moving back instead of forward seems to me absurd.
There's that change up.
Doesn't matter what you see or in doing what you read. You can do it your own way. If it's done just how I say.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. You know what that lyric right there just reminded me of? It was this old comic. I don't know, it was like in a newspaper comic. And the boss, he was talking to an interviewer, and he said, I'm looking for an employee who has a unique way of seeing things my way. The illusion of freedom.
You can do it your own way. If it's done just how I say.
It sounds like a completely different song. Wow.
Independence limited. Freedom, a choice is made for you.
The stretch of freedom.
Freedom. Words that they will
tight. How the glasses keep falling off my face.
Do you fear what I fear? Living properly. Truth to you or lies to me? Do you choose what I choose? More alternatives. Energy derives from both the plus and negative.
Yeah.
Do you need what I need? Boundaries overthrown. Look inside to each his own. Do you trust what I trust? Me, myself, and I penetrate the smoke screen. I see through the selfish lie.
Smoke screen, illusion.
Doesn't matter what you see or intuit what you read. You can do it your own way if it's done just how I say.
That little slowdown in the drums, crazy. I mean, they,
Independence,
I love this part.
freedom of choice is
This is so tight.
for you, my friend. Freedom of speech is words that
So
they
cool.
will bend. Freedom with their exception.
Oh, I thought a solo was coming. It's got to come after this part right here. Oh, no, not yet. They leaving me in suspense, y'all. What if there is no solo? Oh. Hmm. Okay, so the first part of the solo, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, wow, the solo ain't really revving up. Like we ain't getting like super high energy and everything. It's almost as if it took a backseat to the rhythm, right? And the rhythm was pretty much what was carrying everything forward, and they were kind of playing around with some breaks and some stuff in there with the rhythm. And then that got me thinking. I'm sitting here thinking about how you live your life, right? You just pretty much dredging on, you just moving on, you just doing everything you can, and like they're saying, like got this illusion pulled over you, and then in the background you kind of got your uh like your creative, or like your not creative side, but more like your liberated side just screeching out at you, right? But it can't overtake the rhythm of not, I wouldn't say the rhythm of life, but more like this rhythm that you're set in, this illusion that you're set in, like a moving illusion train, you know what I mean? And like I said, your liberated self screaming out at you. That's what I got at first, but then of course they brought the guitars a little bit more forward, doing that second part out, and maybe that's like some type of sense of liberation. One thing that I find out about Metallica songs is that I'm pretty sure when they first came out, some of these lyrics, they probably made some of you guys who watch, who been listening to this when it first came out, on the cassette tapes and everything. I imagine you probably learned a lot from Metallica. Some music probably opened up your eyes into a different type of thinking, and that's crazy. That really just tells you about the power that music has behind it. What I want to know from some of you guys down in the comments is if Metallica, if any of their songs, if there's one song, if there's an entire album, if they changed your outlook on life, like was you thinking a certain way, right? And then you heard some Metallica and you started diving into their lyrics. Did it change the way that you thought about stuff? Very interested in hearing those stories.
But I know your money and your wealth. You silence just to hear yourself.
we go.
Doesn't matter what you see, or into it what you read. You can do it your own way. If it's done, it's how I say. Independence limited. Freedom of choice is made for you, my friend. Freedom of speech is words that they will bend. Freedom no longer frees you.
That second guitar in the background.
Doesn't matter what you see, or into it what you read. You can do it your own way. If it's done just how I say.
Oh, see, there it goes again, man. I knew that it was ending, but I didn't know that it was ending. I was just, I told you guys, man. I mean, you guys already know that. It just put you into like a whole different world. You just sitting here, you just jamming, just, you just, okay, all right. Okay, so obviously there's been like some huge gaps in between me doing reactions between each of these songs on this Injustice for All album. So I will stand on my thoughts of one being my favorite. But let's see. Metallica. Whoops, I can't spell today. Justice for All, because I was looking at the album list. Let's see. The frayed ends of sanity was actually pretty cool. To live, it's to live and to die. Harvest of sorrow. You know what? I do remember liking Blackened a lot. So if I was to put a top three, I would probably say one, only because what it's done. It brought me pretty much into Metallica. One, Blackened, and then the frayed ends of sanity. Those will be my top three, if I can remember correctly. I remember having being hugely impressed by. Now, all of these are good in their own respectful rights and everything, but those are the three that stood out to me. So, you guys let me know what your top. In addition to letting me know if Metallica changed the way that you thought, I also want to know what your top three songs on this album was. Okay, that's how it's gonna tell me if you guys stuck around for the video. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.